This is Andrew from Andronica.com, and I'm here to take a look at this pretty little fella, the Samsung Galaxy S2 for T-Mobile. This is going to be our software review because you've already seen our hardware review. The Samsung Galaxy S2 is running Android 2.3 with Samsung's TouchWiz UI layered on top of it. Now, you may be familiar with TouchWiz, but this is a different version. It's vastly improved from what you've seen before. If you've seen the Infuse or the Droid Charge, you kind of have a hint what's coming, but they've made even more subtle changes that I really like. For starters, when you add widgets, you long press. The home screen has this little, it's like small changes. It's much easier to navigate to things. If I've got widgets, I have a lot of choices of what I can put here. I've got clocks, I've got buddies, I've got power monitors. These are the third-party apps that I've done. But I'm going to add a digital clock. And as you can see, it's put right there. And I say, okay, that's good. That's what I want, right? Now, this is taking up half my screen, this little weather widget that I have here. I'm going to change that. I'm going to long press. Alright. Oh, wait, there I had it. My bad. See how it's suddenly highlighted? That means I can resize this widget. So I'm going to put it this way, so it just looks like that. Nah, I'm going to put it this way. Yeah, I think I like that. It gets rid of the forecast, just shows the weather. Now I have more room to put other things below that. Also, like you see the wallpaper here, it's a nice wallpaper. It serves me well, but I want to make a change. I'm gonna go to menu and wallpapers, and I have live wallpapers already. I have gallery, wallpaper gallery. I'm gonna go to my gallery and find an image that I want to use, and I'll say, you know what, I like this image right here. I can do the typical thing and have it spread across all of my home screens, or I can do this one right here, which just focuses on just one specific section of the image. I save that, and it asks me, do I want to use it as the lock screen? That's because I have a different image as the lock screen right now. I'm going to say no, just so I can be able to have the choice of having a wallpaper look one way, but then when I go to turn on my lock screen, hey, you know, I've got a different image. It's a little small thing that helps you switch things up. Another cool widget they have here is this little mini paper thing. Let's say you need to leave a note for yourself. I just tap on that, I start typing, I save it. When I'm done, that's going to be there. I've got this photo of myself because I'm a very vain individual. What can I say? Also got these power little switches, but you can get that in the notification tab, which is pretty nice. Alright, let's take a look at the launcher. They've really improved this. For one, when you hold down at the bottom, you can do like a quick little zoom thing between all of the home screens, which is really nice. You go back and forth, right? You can also do that with your apps. Let's say you have a lot of apps installed and you've got like 15 or 20 drawers. You don't want to have to swipe constantly. You can just long press at the bottom and you can zoom and see how fast it zooms really quick. It really takes advantage of the hardware upgrades. So it's not sluggish like the TouchWiz that you've seen in the past. Another way to combat all the large apps that you see is to create folders. Like let's say I want to create a games folder, right? What I can do is I can just press menu, edit, and then I can pack all of my game apps into that one folder, right? So I create the folder right here. You put add folder, and then I just drag apps into that folder and hover over it until you see it drop. And now I have all these apps in this folder. When I'm done, I tap the folder and then I can choose it. So if you have a lot of apps or you want to group apps a certain way, that's a cool thing to have inside, built into your launcher. And there are a lot of side swiping, you know, kind of iPhone-ish. I know some people prefer the vertical swipe. That's not available. But when you go to a menu while you're in the drawer and then click view type, you can change it by customizable grid, alphabetical grid, and alphabetical list. So if you want to have it a list, you can scroll that way and it'll have the icon on the side and then the name of the app. Or if you want to change the customizable grid, I can go back to this way, and let's say I don't like the order of this app. I want my camera app to be all the way at the top. Ooh, 1 second, forgot. Menu, edit. Once again, I'm editing. I hold down on the camera and I drag it, and now it's got a new position. Simple as that. Now, what about bloatware? You saw a lot of apps in there. I've installed some apps, but some of these were preloaded, and I'm not a fan of that. You got 411, you got Asphalt, you got this bonus apps things from T-Mobile. The All Share is actually a good thing because that lets you do DLNA, beam video from your phone to a TV or another device, stuff like that. You got Keys Ears, which I don't complain about because it lets you wirelessly sync content. Then you've got the other stuff, Media Hub, alright? That's to get videos and music and all that stuff. You can remove it because it's built in, and there's no way to get rid of it. Then you've got Netflix, a huge app, and you have to be subscribed to use it, so why are you forcing me to have this on my phone? You've got the T-Mobile My Account, you know, that's not too bad. You've got all this other stuff from T-Mobile, like visual voicemail, video chat, but some of these things, it's kind of wrong for them to put it on there, knowing that we can't get rid of it, and in order to use them, we have to pay them more money. That's not a good move, T-Mobile. One bloatware that I will give them credit for, or two actually, is Photo Editor and Polaris Office. If you need to make a Windows like documents, slideshows, presentations, things like that, spreadsheets, Polaris Office is pretty good. It lets you create and edit as well as read. And if you have photos, you can go to Photo Editor, you can select a picture, you can open up download, choose that, and then you can crop it. You can, let's see, like that. Alright, you're done. Alright, now I can flip things around, rotate it, all types of stuff, and then when I'm done, I press done and it'll save that image and I can change things around that way. Now I mentioned some of the things that I liked. I like little stuff that Samsung did with this TouchWiz. They changed the calendar to make it look better. It also has it's a little more organized than what you usually see. Hold on, that's personal information. Happy birthday, Matt. Okay, I also like the clock app a lot because it has a stopwatch built in. You know, I want to start timing. Say, how long will it take me to say this sentence starting from beginning to end right now? Stop. Alright, 5 seconds, whatever. Little stuff like that. You got your world clock so you can see what time it is in other places of the world. You've got a timer, so if you know you're cooking, you say, hey, count down from in 55 minutes, let me know that I need to take stuff out of the stove. You got an alarm clock. You got a lot of stuff on here. It's really nice. Little things like that are cool. You also have the camera app. I'm sure you're familiar with this. I've already discussed the camera. It's 8 megapixel LED flash. You got software built in. One thing I don't like is they removed the option to not record audio. So, you know, sometimes it's illegal to record audio without other people's permission, depending on where you live. They removed that option, and I wish they would have kept it in. Other than that, you can tap this button to switch to the front-facing cam, 2 megapixels. It's pretty nice. I believe it's 2 megapixels. Don't quote me on that, actually. You'll see it in the specs. One thing I definitely do not like, which is really, really not cool. I don't know why they did this. The website, the browser does not let you delete the pre-installed bookmarks. So when I go to menu, and I go to, hold on, bookmarks, right? I've got all these bookmark saves that they preloaded. I don't want this. Let's say I want to get rid of CNN. Oh, I don't read CNN, alright? Edit bookmark. This bookmark cannot be edited. What? Alright? Edit this bookmark. This bookmark cannot be edited. That's not cool. They have no business telling me what I can and can't visit. Not cool, T-Mobile and Samsung or whoever the hell authorized that. And one of the really cool things about this is they have this thing called Voice Talk, which is basically a supercharged version of Lingo. What I like about this is I can say commands and it'll do things like, "Hi Galaxy."
What would you like to do?
Text a fake contact. "Hello, what's up?"
Send text message to a fake contact. Message hello. What's up? Say send. Cancel or speak your message again.
Send. Okay, and just like that, it's sending. I'm going to cancel it. And there's other stuff you can do. I can tell it to send a text message. I can tell it to start playing a song that's stored locally on here. I can record a memo with the memo app saying to myself, hey, pick up groceries at 10 o'clock. And you can actually trigger navigate, which tells you how to get somewhere using the turn-by-turn directions. And you have driving mode, which is really cool because when you get incoming text messages, it'll read it out loud to you and let you respond. It'll say, hey, a fake contact says nothing is up. What would you like to do? I can say call him back. I can say respond with text message and do like that. I can have a whole conversation without ever having to touch my phone again. Vlingo lets you do search. It lets you do commands. You can play around with the settings to see how much it does and what it's capable of. But I really like this. I'm sure a lot of people have seen voice actions on Android and said, I wish this can go a little further. And that's exactly what Vlingo does. And they did a really nice job of it on here. So kudos to Samsung. How often do you hear me say that? And to T-Mobile, and overall, I think this is a pretty nice phone. You can go to Androidnica.com. You'll see my full review of the device as well as others. This is Andrew from Androidnica.com. Peace out. Oh yeah, subscribe. That's kind of important. I'd really appreciate it if you did that.